everyone, I'm Blanca Camilla, host of Elevator and founder of Max Mind Self-Development. Today, this elevator operator is taking you up to level 1. So in last week's episode, I introduced the podcast to you and we hung out in the lobby, we spoke about the podcast and spoke about what you could expect from Elevator. Today, we're not wasting any time and we are jumping into my favorite topic of all time. Like, I actually am so excited to speak about this because, oh my god, I'm gonna tear up. I'm kind of tearing up because I'm just so, oh my god, give me a sec. I'm so excited for this topic. I love self-worth. I love speaking about self-worth, and in my experience and in so many other people's experiences that I've witnessed, self-worth makes all the difference. High self-worth is like the freaking key to life. Like, I'm not even exaggerating this. Insane transformations. When you up your self-worth, every single part, area, aspect of your life gets better. As always, I've got my shot of the day, which I picked up from the lobby cafe. If you want to make your own shot of the day, I have a video of me making this exact shot of the day on TikTok, and I will be sure to post instructions, a little instruction recipe on how to make your own on our Instagram. Everything will be linked in the show notes. Now, before we start, I wanted to make something extremely clear to you. Self-worth and confidence is not the same thing. Now, if you're not willing to change your mind on this, that self-worth and confidence is the same thing, then get out. Literally stop. Turn this off. If you are looking for a quick little confidence fix, like, hey baby, you look amazing, I'm gonna tell you a bunch of lies about yourself. Not that you don't look amazing, but I'm not gonna hype you up and feed into your ego so that you feel confident for an hour and then you're gonna go and self-sabotage yourself. That's not what we're doing. If that's what you want, this is not the video for you. This is not the podcast for you. Off you go. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see that I'm reading off my notes, which I typed up a few days ago. Here are my personal definitions. Self-worth. Self-worth is the internal sense of being good enough, valuing oneself and feeling worthy of love, belonging, and success. On the other hand, self-confidence comes from being afraid to do something and doing it anyway, leading to security in your abilities. Self-worth is not something that you earn through external things. It's something that you're born with, you will always have. It's impossible to lose it. You cannot lose your worth, okay? You cannot lessen your worth. You are always 1,000,000% worthy of anything that you want. Confidence is security in your abilities. I was scared to launch a business. I did it anyway. Despite being scared, I had the courage to do it. I did it, okay? Now I feel more secure in myself, in running a business, in learning. There's more confidence in telling people like, oh, I did this, I did that, whatever. I'm doing 75 hard at the moment. I'm on day 70. I'm so excited to eat a big fat cake when I finish. And I'm going to get char time and everything. Beside the point. Because I'm doing 75 hard, a mental discipline challenge, which obviously has been challenging, it has given me more confidence and security in my own abilities. I feel secure that I'm able to do this. I feel confident that I'm able to be disciplined, stick to a set of habits for 75 days, work out when I really don't want to, work out when it's raining outside, go for a big walk when it's raining, when I'm on my period, when I just am in so much pain and I can barely get out of bed, still getting up and doing the workouts. When it's 11:30 at night and I really don't want to read, but I do it anyway. Every single time I show up for myself and every single time I think, okay, I don't want to do this, I'm doing it anyway. It builds security and it builds security in my abilities. And I think to myself, okay, if I'm able to do this, I'm able to do more. That's what confidence is. Now, your self-worth should never, ever, ever be influenced by external circumstances. If a girl compliments you, it can increase your confidence, but it won't influence your worth. If your soccer coach cut you from the team, it can decrease your confidence, but it will never affect your worth. If a guy is asking you out to dinner, it can increase your confidence, but it will never change your worth. If you get a bad grade on your math test, it can decrease your confidence, but it will never change your worth. Say it with me. It will never change your worth. Your self-worth is untouchable, and it has been the minute that you were born. Okay, think back to yourself as a baby. What did you look like? Imagine little baby you. How worthy was that person? How worthy was that little baby? How valuable were they? What the hell did you ever do to change that? They were 100% valuable and worthy of anything. Imagine your mum or your dad or anyone holding you, rocking, oh, my cute little baby. Not once did they think, this kid is not worthy of my love, not worthy of success. They're not worthy of belonging. What did you ever do in your life to make you not worthy of love, not worthy of success, not worthy of belonging? What changed your self-worth? Nothing. You didn't do anything. You can't do anything. You will always be worthy enough for whatever you want. Now, that being said, because your self-worth is 100%, it doesn't mean that your perceived self-worth is. I know that you are worthy of anything that you want. Your worth is 100%, but sometimes you might not believe that because of experiences that you've been through, because of the things that you've been told, because some people, or maybe you, have made yourself feel a certain way. I don't deserve this. I'm not worthy of this. Success will never find me. I'm not smart enough to make money. I'm not pretty enough to be in a relationship. I'm not talented enough to be on that team. These are all lies that you've made up. You've told yourself that. Nothing that has happened proved that to be true. That's just your little brain making silly things up. Now, this is important. If there's one thing that you take away from this episode, it should be this. The way that you see yourself is the way that others see you. The way that you treat yourself is the way others will treat you. The standards that you set and that you accept is the way that other people will act towards you. If you allow yourself to be treated badly, someone's going to treat you badly. But if you say, no, I don't allow this, I'm worth so much more. Oh my God, hello, nobody's going to treat you that way. And if they do, cut them off because you feel worthy enough to have better people in your life. Up your self-worth. I'm going to teach you how to do it. We can only accept the relationships, the love, the money, the experiences that we believe we deserve. So if your self-worth is low, I and anyone else will be able to see that. I can see your best friend body shaming you and you still stick around her. I see that guy not treating you well and maybe he's flirting with other girls or doing something that he shouldn't be doing, and you still allow that into your life. I see people at your work not treating you fairly, and yet you stay there. Where is your self-worth? Where is you putting yourself first, honey? What are you doing? Your standards reflect your self-worth. So if you want to up your self-worth, you need to up your standards. If you want to up your lifestyle, you up your self-worth. If you want to up your self-worth, you need to cut every single person, thing, activity, anything that makes you feel not good enough or undervalued or unloved. If there is a girl in your friend group and she's making you feel undervalued, if she's not giving you the love and appreciation that you deserve just for being there for her, just for being a good person, if she's not appreciating you, that's one thing. But if she's doing something to make you feel bad about yourself or just bad in general, cut her off. She does not deserve to be in your life. Up your standards. Up your standards. Because as soon as you let this person into your life, what do you think is going to happen? She's just going to stop right there. She's going to make one comment about your body, or she's going to make one comment about how you look, maybe your intelligence, maybe your grades, whatever. She's going to make one comment and you think that's going to be it? You think she's just never going to say anything else? You think that nobody else like that will ever come into your life? Get up. Get up and stand up for yourself. You say, no, you're not going to treat me this way. If they do it one more time, cut them off. Maybe cut them off straight away. You put yourself first, because if you want to up your self-worth and then up your lifestyle, you can't have this amazing lifestyle if you have low self-worth. Get that into your head. So what's more important to you? People that treat you badly, or having this amazing lifestyle, the life that you deserve, the job that you want, the friends that you want, the relationship that you want? Come on. Come on, queen. All right, hold up. It is time to hit the emergency stop button in this elevator. Now, a lot of people mess up when they're trying to heighten their self-worth. And from my experience, I've usually seen this happen when it comes to comparison. Some more from the notes that I wrote the other day. Comparing yourself to a bad person will never make you a better person. Comparing yourself to a homeless person won't buy you a house. The same way that comparing yourself to a grieving person won't make you any happier. Comparing yourself to a beautiful person will not make you ugly. Comparing yourself to a person's high confidence does not make you insecure. Therefore, comparing yourself to a high self-worth woman will never, ever, ever decrease your value. Never. So stop using comparison as this little excuse to feed into, oh my God, poor me, I'm such a victim. Get the hell out. Get up. The more that you tell yourself, I'm a victim, my worth is so low, everyone's so much better than me, everyone's so much luckier than me. Your subconscious mind can't tell the difference between a real event and a vividly imagined event, or a joke, or you just saying something that you actually don't believe, because then you will start to believe it. So if you're out here being like, I'm such a victim, I'm not worth anything, that guy took her out to dinner, not me. Girl, get the hell up. Get the hell up. Just because someone else is beautiful does not mean that you have to victimize yourself into thinking, oh my God, I'm so ugly and fat and weird. What the hell is wrong with that? Some people's proudest parts about themselves is having a fat ass, me included. Some people love being weird. Imagine being boring. Either way, just because someone that you admire is one thing and you don't have that thing, doesn't make you worth any less. If you really want to have blue eyes and you're looking at a girl, oh my God, her blue eyes are so beautiful, and you have brown eyes, does that decrease your value? Does that make you any less beautiful? No, the hell it doesn't. Stop comparing yourself to other people, as it lowers your self-worth. Stop comparing yourself to other people to keep feeding into this addiction of being the victim and, oh yeah, my life sucks, but it's not my fault. It's that beautiful girl's fault. She doesn't even know who you are. And even if she did, I can assure you that she's not thinking about you the same amount that you're thinking about her. Oh, it's her fault that I'm this and this and this is happening to me. It's your fault. Get the hell up and start changing things for yourself. Start upping your self-worth. Your healing begins when you raise your worth. It is impossible to start changing your life for the better when you're around people who try to lower your worth. Although people cannot lower your self-worth or your value, they can definitely try to lower your perceived self-worth. Now, we did mention that your worth is different to your perceived self-worth. When you up your perceived self-worth, that is when the real change happens. But if you're around people who try to make you feel not worthy of love, of belonging, of success, of whatever, then that is going to have an insanely bad impact on your life, on your career, on your success. Now, we're going to think of it as an elevator. So, you're on a lower level right now. And the cords at the bottom of the elevator box, whatever you want to, cabin, are preventing it from going higher. These cords symbolize the insecure friend that compares herself to you and body shames you. Another cord is your parent telling you how to live your life. The third cord is your partner projecting their problems and insecurities onto you. Those are the cords holding the elevator cabin at the lower level. Now, the minute that you cut off those loose cords, meaning that you stand up for yourself and show these people your worth, you not only up your standards and demonstrate how you're meant to be treated, but you move up that elevator onto a higher floor and a higher quality of life with better people, better opportunities, and better experiences. You're in the cabin, whatever, you're pressing the button, okay, up, higher, higher, higher. I want to live in New York. I want to become a teacher. I want to go to med school. I want a really hot boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. You're pressing the button, higher life, dream life. Come on, come on. The elevators are not moving up because there's cords holding it down. Cut the cords, cut off those people. And the second you will, and the second that you prove to yourself that you are worth so much more, only then will you be able to create more. You accept what you believe you deserve. If you believe that you deserve having these insecure friends in your life, a partner that's treating you bad, parents that think they can still control you at your big age, hello? Cut the cords and you will see yourself move up, because that's the moment that you decide, I'm worth so much more. I'm worthy of going and getting into my dream university course. I'm worthy of my dream career. I'm worthy of making $1 million in my company. I'm worthy of a beautiful, fantastic partner that treats me exceptionally. When you believe that you're worthy of that and when you believe you deserve that, that is when you will accept it. And that's when you will receive it. You need to look at yourself right now and you need to ask yourself, if this was my daughter in this situation, would I tolerate other people treating her this way? If this was my child in this situation and other people, her friend is body shaming her, her boyfriend's talking to her this way, people at her work are treating her badly, would you tolerate this? Would you tell her, sweetie, this is fantastic. If you might feel lonely without those people, ha ha ha, keep them in your life. Hell no. Fuck no. You would not be like, yeah, keep them in your life. They seem cool. Even though they're bitching around and being mean to you, no, you wouldn't. You'd be like, get up, stand up for yourself, cut them off, and you will find a higher quality of life. So why aren't you telling yourself that? People really need to start stepping into a position of their higher self, of a coach, of an authority figure. You need to look at your life from a different perspective. If I was my dream self, what would I tell my current self? Don't stay in this situation. Don't keep accepting these people. Don't keep accepting the behavior. Up your standards, wouldn't you? I know and you know that the only way to increase your life's quality is to up your standards and stop accepting shit from other people. Let's look at this from the Penthouse perspective. If this was your future self, the most incredible version of yourself, would she tolerate the way that you're being treated and the situations that you allow yourself to be in? Would she tolerate it? No, she probably wouldn't, or he probably wouldn't, they probably wouldn't. So now think to yourself, if you want to become this dream version of yourself, the best version of yourself, the most incredible version of yourself, and that version of yourself wouldn't tolerate these people, these situations, it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. What do you have to do to become that better version of yourself? You cut these people off. You change the situations and the people that you accept. Now, higher self-worth will not only help you avoid bad experiences, but help you create better ones. Higher self-worth means no desperation. You know that you're worthy of what you want, meaning you are going to get it. If you don't believe in yourself, oh, I can't make the soccer team, I'm not going to get into that uni. The beliefs that you hold about yourself, consciously or subconsciously, control 95% of your thoughts, feelings, behaviors. If you believe, I can't do this, it's going to physically control your behavior. Get the hell out and get the hell up. If you're out here being like, no, I don't deserve this. Your behavior, 95% of your behaviors is going to reflect exactly that. You need to change the perception that you have about yourself. So not only is it going to help you get the things you want, but other proven advantages of high self-worth include confidence becomes easier. Your mental and physical performance potential increases. Like I just mentioned, if you believe that you're worthy and capable of achieving something, you automatically become worthy and capable of achieving it because your subconscious mind or subconscious beliefs about yourself control 95% of your thoughts, feelings, behaviors. You have more self-trust. Your life quality improves as you only accept good people, experiences, and things into your life. If you look at someone and you think, I don't like the way that person treats me, I don't want them in my life. You look at someone else, you think, I love the way that person treats me, I would like them in my life. Do you think your life quality is going to stay the same or is it going to improve? Hello? Your success will feel more natural as opposed to lucky. You believe that you deserve it. You feel worthy of success. It's natural. It's not, oh no, it's just good luck because, I'm not worthy of success. Good things never happen to me. No, you're going to be like, fuck yeah, I deserve that. I deserve anything that I want. I deserve to get into med school. I deserve to go to that uni. I deserve to get that dream apartment. I deserve to have that partner. I deserve to make $1 million a year. You become a lot less affected by rejection, which is probably, I would say, in my opinion, one of the best benefits of high self-worth. You just know, and there is nothing that could change your mind. Rejection does not exist and it is only redirection. And I can do a more in-depth podcast episode on this because I love this saying, I guess. But you know that if you become rejected, maybe from a university, from a brand deal, from whatever, you know that that was never meant for you. Your worth is so high that you know that you deserve only the best. So if you didn't get it, it obviously wasn't the best thing for you. I'm going to give you some tips to increase your perceived self-worth. As I mentioned before, your worth, your value, 100%. From the minute that you were born, you were deserving of all the love, success, recognition, anything you could ever want. The problem is your perceived self-worth, that you don't feel worthy of certain things. To increase that, you are going to set boundaries with people who treat you in a way that you wouldn't tolerate your child being treated. You look around at every single person in your life. Does that friend, if that was my child's friend, would I tolerate the way that she's treating my child? No. Out. What about that one? Would I tolerate the way that she's treating me if she were friends with my child? Yes. Okay. You're a good friend. You're staying in my life. Change your dialogue. Stop insulting and comparing both yourself and others. Stop being like, she's not pretty enough. She's probably not worthy enough of being in that relationship. Get the hell out. Get the hell out. She's in that beautiful relationship because she feels worthy of it. You're the problem. Stop projecting your low self-worth onto other people. Not like she'll be fazed by it because her self-worth is high, but stop comparing yourself like, oh, she's more beautiful and this and this and this. The minute that you change your dialogue, you will see such an improvement in your self-worth, I promise you. Make decisions that feel good to you. Saying no to someone else could mean saying yes to yourself. Say it loudly. Say no. If something doesn't feel right to you, if you don't want to do it, say no. Say it loudly. Say it without guilt. Say it without fear. Say no, I don't want to do that, which in turn means saying yes to yourself. Set the standards high. And if nobody, not a single person in your life can match those high standards, so fucking be it. They will not match your standards and they do not deserve a position in your life. They don't, oh, but that means breaking up with my boyfriend because he doesn't treat me well. Fucking, there's a beautiful husband out there waiting for you that will treat you well. Cut people off. Set your standards so insanely high. Set your standards the highest that you could possibly think of and then double it because someone out there will match it. Trust yourself with what feels right to you. The more that you trust yourself and the more trust that you put in yourself, that will increase your self-worth. Because you're basically saying, I am smart enough. I know myself well enough. I trust myself. I'm worthy enough. I'm capable enough of making this decision myself. Reprogram your limiting beliefs about yourself and your perceptions. So a lot of the time we have limiting beliefs or negative beliefs in our subconscious minds. So, because I was embarrassed at a talent show when I was 7 years old, that means that I am not worthy enough of being an influencer, even though I really want to be an influencer because I was publicly embarrassed. You may know it, you may not know about it. But if you are not where you want to be, if your self-worth is low, it's very likely that you have subconscious beliefs about yourself or about the experiences that you went through and what they could mean. And as long as you have these subconscious beliefs about yourself, they will control 95% of your thoughts, feelings, behaviors. So clear those limiting beliefs, and in turn, you will see a big improvement in your thoughts, feelings, behaviors. Now, to clear those limiting beliefs, I've made some free worksheets. They'll be available to you in the show notes, or there's some previous podcast episodes from Max Mind, the podcast. So just click onto the podcast and scroll down and you should find so many episodes about clearing limiting beliefs or something along the lines. I also want you to normalize and accept compliments. You are about to start receiving a lot more compliments. The minute that you up your self-worth, you will see yourself receiving so many compliments. Learn to accept them. Learn to trust that the people complimenting you are telling the truth. You wouldn't go up to someone and compliment them. Your hair looks beautiful if it didn't look beautiful. Hello? So stop doubting that other people are actually complimenting you. Even though you might not believe that your hair looks good, that your handwriting is good, that whatever, accept the compliment. Put a smile on your Put a smile on your face and say thank you so much. Accept, normalize, know that compliment was the truth. This one, so important. Be okay with being alone. Remember that external validation means nothing and internal acceptance means everything. Become okay with being by yourself. If everybody that you cared about disappeared, obviously you'd be upset, but it wouldn't be the end of your life. You are okay with being alone. You are capable and you're secure enough in your abilities to be able to take care of yourself, to be okay with being alone. If all the men disappeared in the world and you had no source of male validation, you need to be okay with being by yourself. External validation, academic validation, male validation, acceptance from your family, that means nothing. Internal acceptance is all that matters and should matter to you. The minute that you internally accept yourself is the minute that your self-worth will skyrocket. And in turn, your lifestyle will skyrocket. Recognize and reward yourself for your wins, big or small. If you recognize that, I'm proud of myself for reading that book when I said that I would. I'm proud of myself for getting a B+ on my test. I'm proud of myself for getting into university. I'm proud of myself for going to the gym today. Big wins, small wins, doesn't matter. If you look at yourself and you pride yourself in the things that you're doing, in the good things that you're doing, I'm proud of myself for smiling at a person. I'm proud of myself for complimenting someone. You are going to look at yourself. You're going to start looking at yourself as someone who is so worthy. You're going to start looking at yourself, being proud of yourself, falling in love with yourself, saying, I love the way that I behaved today. I love the way that I treated other people. I love the way that I showed up for myself and I started building my dream life. And I'm really proud of myself. Your self-worth will skyrocket. I keep saying skyrocket. I need to think of a different word. The last step that I have here is embody a version of yourself who knows your value. Your future self, someone who values themselves, become that. Even if you're just pretend to be that person. Pretend to be somebody who values themselves, who is obsessed with themselves, not in like an egotistical kind of way, but somebody who knows their value and has high standards. Pretend you're that person right now. And don't stop pretending. And sooner or later, you're going to become that person. While sipping my shot of the day, I'm giving you a shot of the day. Billionaires, pro athletes, people in successful relationships, anyone who is considered successful has to have high self-worth. They wouldn't have achieved that level of success if they hadn't have thought of themselves as worthy enough of it. My number one tip to improve your perceived self-worth and trust is by following through on promises to yourself. Okay, you have a friend. His name is Tim. No, I can't use Tim because I'm just thinking of Tim Cheese. His name is Daniel. Okay, you are going to the gym and Daniel is like, I'm coming with you tomorrow. Meet you there at 8. You're saying, okay, cool, Daniel. I'll see you at 8. You turn up to the gym, it's 8 o'clock, you don't see Daniel. He doesn't turn up for 15 minutes, for half an hour, for an hour. After an hour and a half, you're done with your workout. It's 9:30, Daniel's not there. Okay, guess I'll see you tomorrow. Daniel says, oh, sorry, I'll come tomorrow, I promise. Okay, cool. So you go to the gym, Daniel's still not there, same story as yesterday. Day 3 comes along. You're at the gym, Daniel said he'd come, you're kind of thinking, all right, I guess I'll see you there. Daniel doesn't show up. 40 days go past. Every single day, Daniel says, I'll see you at the gym tomorrow. Daniel never came. Not once. On day 41, Daniel texts you, I'll see you at the gym at 8. Do you believe that Daniel's going to show up? Do you trust Daniel? Probably not. You probably don't trust him. You probably don't think that he's capable of coming to the gym. You probably don't think that he's worthy of your attention. And you probably, like I said, you probably just don't trust him. If you don't follow through on your own promises to yourself, what do you think happens to your perception of yourself? You probably don't trust yourself. If you say, I'm going to work out, I'm going to go for a walk, I'm going to clean my room, and you just don't, you lose so much self-trust, and losing self-trust has got to be one of the most dangerous things that you could do to yourself. Not only will it severely decrease your self-worth, perceived self-worth, but you're just absolutely not going to trust yourself with other things. With being in a relationship, with having good friendships, with managing uni, with running a business. Self-trust is so crucial, and you need to start committing to the promises that you make to yourself. And you need to start showing up day in, day out. Every single thing that you say you're going to do it. The exit doors are open. You're ready to step out and enjoy level 1. Next week, I'm taking you up to level 2. All social media and website links are in the show notes. I would greatly appreciate if you head over to the podcast and rate it, as it helps to distribute it to more hot girls like yourself. I'm Blanca Camilla, and I'll see you next week on Elevator.